Sexy. Hey, we just finished playing a two turns out of 4 turns game. Not going to tell you the game name, but I'm sure as you can see by the name on that little creek right there, you can tell where this is at. We're getting a chance, me and Corbin down here and Tom and Smitty. We got a chance to test play this thing. So it took us, I was down here 2 days, and it took us 2 days to get through 2 turns because we're grinding this out. But I will tell you this, the battle book rules to this scenario are pretty clean and cut. Maybe a couple little text adjustments they got to make, but we didn't really have any issues with going through the battle book rules. We spent more time because you all know how deep the core rules are on this game, so we were bouncing back and forth. I hadn't played in a while, but we got through 2 turns here. In the objectives of this game, you got your typical victory point objectives or victory objectives in the core rules and stuff, or in the battle books. Like I think it's 20.2 in most of the battle books. But this game here had these breastworks that were in place, and the Confederates needed to hold so many of those. All right, and then of course you get victory points for BCE or rout on the units, and there was 1 brigade from the Confederates that was pretty much decimated. Some regiments from the Union also got kicked out of there, but we only had 1 that was considered CI. So, and then there were 4 victory locations. The one thing we have not done yet is add up the casualty, the disparity between casualties. I think it had to be 150%. One side or the other to get points for that. So we're going to calculate that in a minute. I wanted to film before we did. So probably not going to see this thing for about a year, but I'm going to tell you what, we just played the first scenario thing, and I will tell you the scenario name was called Ewell versus Warren. And if you guys get into your books, you know it's the wilderness, get into your books and find out what that fight was all about, and you'll have an idea what we just attempted to do. I think this is early stages in this thing. So yeah, this is early stages of the fight. Should Billy Yank have fought there? A lot of people are going to say no, but we all know what Grant was all about. So, all right, yeah, this was it wasn't bloody on the first few activations, but once we got into grips with each other, we had a push that went around the right side of the Confederate line over here, which good dice rolls turned out to be pretty successful. But then over here on the Union right, the Confederates popped out of these breastworks and they started putting some damage. And just to give you an example, you got Ayers Brigade sitting right there, which had, God, he must have had 9 to 10 regiments. You can see where they are because he got in there and drove them all back had a loose cannon roll, and they ended up running backwards out of that field. So the Confederates just a stack and then 1 little individual unit over there just sent all them boys running and almost got them cannons taken away from them too. Other than that, I don't know what the balance is going to be. Like I say, we'll count the casualties here in a minute, figure what that is. But I'll tell you what, we had a blast playing this thing. So you know the deal. You know what I think about GBACW. So you see this thing, yank out one of your boxes, get a game on the table, get it played, give me some feedback on what you all think about this system if you haven't played it yet. The rest of you that have played this, Alan, get this thing out and tell me what you did. I know you got this on Vassal, so play it. All right, gang, so this is Hexy. We're down here in Winchester, and we've been playing a game around the Battle of Wilderness, which, like I say, you'll see in about a year. All right, tell me what you think about what you can see right here. I put some other pictures up on Facebook, so you can comment on those too. All right, we'll talk to y'all later.